Hey everyone, it's Carla here. Welcome to today's video, and if you are new, welcome to this channel. Today's video is all about how to stop procrastinating and managing your time effectively. And since we are talking about time management, I'm not going to waste your time and we're going to jump right in. The first way is to schedule any and all things using a calendar, and I personally like to use Google Calendar. Not only can you easily schedule in time blocks, but you can also add in notes, location, and you can also include other attendees. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to quickly highlight a few features. But with any calendar, whether that be on your phone or an actual physical planner, you need to schedule your day from start to finish. When I started using a calendar, I found myself super productive, and I was planning my days the night before so that I was ready for the next day. And one thing you want to keep in mind when planning out your day is don't underestimate how much time it takes to complete a task. For me, I was always underestimating how long it would take me to complete a task. For example, this YouTube video. I thought it would take me about 3 hours to complete it from start to finish, but it actually took me closer to 4. So my advice is to just allocate more time for each task. That way, if something pops up or you find yourself needing more time, you already have that dedicated extra time. So my next tip is pretty obvious, and that is if you have a larger task or a future project that you know is coming down the pipe, start planning out how you'll tackle it. And because procrastination is literally leaving things until the last second, it makes sense that to stop procrastinating, you want to start way before the due date. And when you start to work on projects, tasks, assignments ahead of time, you're going to start feeling a sense of relief. You're not going to be as stressed because your deadline is in a few hours. You're not going to have to stay up all night to finish a paper, and you're going to be able to catch the mistakes you may make. Take the SATs, for example. You know way ahead of time when it's going to be because you or maybe your parents signed you up for it. And obviously, you can't study for it the day before or even a week before. You start preparing months in advance. The same process and concept should be applied no matter what task you need to complete. When you are procrastinating and cramming, you don't have time to take breaks and clear your mind. You are rushing to complete the task, and the quality of your work is most likely going to decrease. My next tip is to ask yourself why. Why are you procrastinating? Is it because you find a task boring, too difficult, or you don't understand what is it exactly you're supposed to be doing? Once you figure out the why, you can work backwards. For example, let's say you are procrastinating because you didn't understand the task you were given. Well, instead of just putting it off, ask a coworker or your teacher to further clarify. Instead of stressing and worrying about the task that you don't fully understand, take charge and figure out what you need to know so that you can start working on the task. Or maybe you're procrastinating because the task is going to take you a long time to complete it. Instead of thinking about the total number of hours you're about to work on this task for, tell yourself you've only got to do a portion of it for 15 minutes. This will decrease that fear of a large task. And when you do that, you may even end up working on it more than 15 minutes. Now, my last tip is to start with your hardest task in the morning. Typically in the morning, you have the most energy, and your mind tends to be clear. Here's the thing, when you wait until the end of the day to complete a hard task, your mind starts to wander and you start wanting to put off the task even more. How many of you have gotten to the point where you are like, oh, it's getting late, I'm getting tired, I'll just do it tomorrow morning? Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. So instead of pushing the hardest task until the end of the day, do it first thing in the morning. And leave the easier tasks for later in the day when you start to become less motivated and more tired, because typically the easier tasks require less brain power. So now it's time to take what you've learned from this video, apply it, and get to work. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like it, share it, and comment below. Good luck, and as always, thank you for watching this video.